Hi, it's Anthony Gaddy here from Green Ant Marketing. Now, one of the most common questions that my customers and my prospects ask me is, how do I get more leads? And specifically, how do I get in front of decision makers, CEOs, managing directors, financial controllers who are typically very, very busy and very hard to get a hold of, let alone get a meeting with? Now, what I'm going to share with you here is the recipe that I've used to get meetings with dozens and dozens of these kinds of people. Thankfully, by now, I've managed to secure meetings with lots of these people. I've had the privilege of closing a lot of deals with decision makers. I've got a response back from Guy Laliberté, the founder of Cirque du Soleil, and right here is the recipe. What you have to do to secure their attention and get appointments is work out something that is different and which holds the promise of value. Because when you do something that's different, you'll actually get their attention. You do something that's unusual. And if it actually holds the promise of value, well, that's how you're going to hold their attention and ideally develop a relationship with these people. Now, the best example I can think of that really brings home the lesson is back in 2000, where I was fairly fresh, fairly new to the job in a large organization, and I've been given the responsibility to look after what was then a $6.5 to $7 billion organization, a company called Pacific Dunlop. And I realized pretty quickly that the best way to actually secure business, and there was a lot to be secured, was to develop a relationship directly with the CEO. So what I did was I hand wrote a letter together with, and I enclosed it with a full copy of the Weekend Financial Review. I didn't cut out an article, I enclosed the whole Financial Review with a handwritten letter in which I wrote, "Dear Mr. Chadwick," Rod Chadwick is the CEO, "respectfully, I notice that both you and your organization are under intense pressure with the share price. And I notice also from following the press that you're looking to e-commerce as your trump card to help raise the share price." While the article on page 18 is a little bit arrogant in the way it talks about my company's cash flow, it does also give you a sense of our organization's e-commerce plot. And I'd be very grateful for the opportunity to meet with you one-on-one to find out more about what you're trying to do and to see if there's some way we can apply resources to help you lift the share price. 3 days later, I've got a call from a lady who said, "Hi, it's Sue Dyer here. I'm Mr. Chadwick's assistant. He got your letter. He thanks you for it. Not only is he happy to meet with you, but he wants to know, can you facilitate a 3-hour workshop for him and 7 of his direct reports?" Now, I've said, yes, certainly, and we'll make the appropriate arrangements, da-da-da-da-da. I've hung up the phone, and straight away I've gone, yes, woohoo, amazing. A meeting, not just a meeting, a 3-hour workshop with a CEO and 7 of his direct reports. And seconds later, I've gone, shit, what am I going to do? I've never met a CEO of such a large organization, let alone try to facilitate a workshop. Thankfully, I've had the sense to take a walk around the floor and look for some people who are a lot more experienced than I was, told them what had happened, and long story short, over the following 18 months, I not only got access to every single senior manager in my own organization right the way through to the CEO of what was at that stage probably the largest organization in Australia, but I also developed a really good friendship with Rod Chadwick and managed to secure, with the help of a lot of other people, $28 million worth of business. Now, that might seem like a really large deal, but the truth is you can apply that recipe to any size deal and to almost any organization you choose to pick on. Just make sure you do the homework, make sure you work out what some of the problems are, and then handwrite the letter. Here's a couple more tips for you. When you handwrite the letter, if this is your page, use a pen that's not black and not blue, because everyone uses black or blue ink. You do something that's different. I used a green pen, and I typically use green pens to secure people's attention. So in green writing, and make sure it's your neatest handwriting, however bad your handwriting is, it can't be worse than mine. But make sure it's your neatest so people can actually read what you've written. And then on the page, diagonally write your letter. So most people write left to right. If you write diagonally across the page and then sign diagonally at the bottom, that is extremely different. It's going to stand out a country mile. And assuming what you've written in the letter makes some kind of sense, I can't guarantee you that you'll get the appointment, but I can guarantee you that that novel approach will get you much closer to getting the appointment than a cold call out of the blue to someone who's never heard of you before. Another tip for you, you might include a gift in there, but be very mindful. Do not send wine to someone you've never met before. They may think that you're just trying to suck up to them and get an appointment. If you send something, be thoughtful. Maybe send a book. Maybe send a book that's related to a topic that you know is interesting, useful, or a problem for them. And if you're going to send the book, gift wrap it in gold paper or something that looks like you've put some thought into it. Handwrite the letter and send it through. Hope this has been useful to you. I look forward to seeing you next time, and good luck.